Hinterberg resumes. Continue. Try to adjust the audio a little bit. If it needs a little more, I can add a little more. On hand. Sound effects. And always go down a little more. Hello. We're in the middle of the ancient tree dungeon. We had just gotten to a different forest than the mountain we had been. Which one? That one. Be careful, because there is fall damage. Guess I can't get up that way. What? You can get across like this. Not like that. That does so much damage so fast. We started last time, and Louisa here wanted... Oh, cool. Went through the grate. Wanted to make something new of her life. So she came to Hinterberg, where 25 magical dungeons have appeared suddenly. We're using magic. We're investigating those dungeons. We're in the Alps. Meeting people. Ugh. These spiders are spiders. I have to remember how to combat. Oh look. So far it's been a lot of accidentally dissolved it. That worked. Boop. Each area has its own type of magic. The first area we were in, Dobrkovo, I think, was the mountain area. The plain mountain area, not the snowy mountain area. Had a wrecking ball type magic. So it's sort of a fascinating take on magic in some cases. Like, the main one was an explosive, the big one like this. And then the projectile was just you throw it and bring it back. And it had a lot of good combat potential. The wind's a little more expected and basic of a magic type, I would say. But there's some creative uses for it so far, especially with these explosive plants and being able to ride the whirlwind. But like the projectile is that's just a blast. You're just blasting. Pretty straightforward. Oh. Oh. Wherein is doing the thing. I need to see. Can I hit that, please? my aim is so bad when I can't... Even if I can see it, it's just not going. It is at a complete angle. What is this complete angle? Perhaps the grate is, why did you dissolve? Come on. Please. Oh my god. What is wrong with this? Don't do that. That's how you die. Okay. Okay. So, since apparently aiming makes no sense through the grate, makes perfect sense here. I should have enough time for this anyway. Wait. I was also making it slightly more complicated than it needed to be. Luckily, it didn't matter, and I did it correctly. That's all for this area. Like, what just happened aside, I've been having a lot of fun with this, though. The puzzles have been very intuitive. Characters have been at least a little bit interesting. What that, delay there was, perhaps it was auto-saving. What are we looking at here? The spider's out of the way. No, that's not the dodge. Hit the dodge. Ah. Oh. The lower rank ones are way more susceptible to magic, it seems. All these monsters are based on alpine mythological creatures, which is cool. I'm always a sucker for that kind of thing. We... Oh yeah. I think it was a good call to be able to start in the middle of a dungeon for the following stream, because this is feeling like we're starting off strong. Like in terms of me getting back into the flow of things. Another witch, huh? Poisons. So... poison does wear off eventually. Orbs there, but take it. case you didn't know, I'm a pretty big fan of wind. Ooh. It's goo covered. Oh no. Alright. We have one more beginner dungeon we can do. But tomorrow's the Onion Festival, if I remember correctly. What does that mean? I don't know. You tell me. Festival about onions. Day 5 evening. A little bright out. That was bugging me the whole time. It's a little bright out for evening, but like, I don't know. If it's like summertime, daylight goes from well past 6. I sort of in my head have it split by like, we didn't have an automatic cutscene either. I think we're into the gameplay loop now. Like 6 to 12 a.m. Well, 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's morning. Then there's the afternoon, then 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Evening. Then there's day and night. So I was standing there in the middle of the forest at midnight in my underpants. Next time someone tells me there's a secret ritual to finding a dungeon, I'll send my crew to fact check. If you follow back on Slayfam, I could totally check things like that for you. I got this stream where I debunked dungeon myths. Can I send you a link? Lady, we got this covered. Could you, like, back off? Yeah, too many slayers in the dungeon. Calm down, you two. She probably wants an autograph, that's all. Hey there. Yes, it's some kill? In the flesh. Never heard of you. Sorry, I don't know who you are. Ah, good one. You got a pen? Thanks, but I'll leave you to your fans. Hold on. We're about to hit the bar for some dancing. Why don't you join us? Campaign's on me. The more the merrier. Ugh, really? Another rando? Well, at least he's friendly. I'll take a rain check on that. I might have to do that cutscene again. Who knows? Are the kids back? Kids are back. I really should be making new friends. Most of those... I wanted to go this way, actually. Now I think about it. You're new. We have this guy here. I don't remember. He was in the demo too. The gazebo. Someone should hang out with me in the gazebo. Or should go boating. There is... That's the restaurant I need to gain more friends with. That's a bank. I don't think it matters. Here's the apothecary. Which, I don't think I need anything, so maybe I'm good. Not that way. That'll bring us right back to the hotel. Let's... go around this way. Don't know who you are yet. Hang out with you. Looks like Renaud's over there. Ah. That's the archer here's the person I wanted to meet, and there's two people that I already know, so this looks like the thing to do tonight. Sounds like they're discussing fashion. Fashion. Ooh, campfire hangout. Got your tracksuit at the gear shop here? Wow, talk about lucky. That's gotta be the only outfit they had that I actually want to wear. This is Alex. This is probably the person who introduced us to most things so far since getting here. This is Danny. We've never met them before. Sure, their selection isn't exactly fashionable. It's all pretty good quality, though. Functional, you know? You're gonna get dirt and goo all over anyway. Right. And if 2010 ever gets a revival, you'll be glad you did the shopping in this backwater. Travis here hates being here, but is on a job to be like a journalist about these dungeons. I don't get it. Are you here to slay monsters or to dress up? I mean, if I had to choose. I don't see why it can't be both. Some of these armor paddings look like they were designed by an engineer who is out to ruin color for everyone. How about you? You've been silent. I kinda like how it looks. I haven't looked too deeply at it. I like how the sleigh gear looks. Reminds me of going skiing with my parents. I used to wear hand-me-downs all the time, but it never mattered. Gear instantly makes me think of exercising and having fun. I think it's kind of a cool look. I'm actually glad the choices are kind of drab when it comes to slaying gear. Imagine having to choose between something you really want to wear and something that could save your life in the dungeon. It's nighttime, baby! There's one more thing we haven't, like, untutorialed so far. We got some good stat increases. We killed 2 perched, 1 habongoas, a druid, got 9 kobolds, 5 stable gnomes, 3 pitzels, 14 spiders, 3 kobold mages, and 1 alb. Whatever this thing is. Player's Guide to Hinterberg. We just arrived. We don't want to be tired. Wake up in the middle of the night. The ground is shaking. Lights are flickering. Is this another earthquake? When we first got here, there was an earthquake in the middle of the beginner dungeon that we were in, and we almost died. Pajamas. Slayers, don't panic. There's no cause for alarm. We just got word from the mayor's office. Our seismologists have determined there's absolutely no reason to be concerned. We experienced minor aftershocks from the earthquake a few days back. Our dungeon will continue to operate normally. Have a magical night, everyone. Get some rest for tomorrow's adventures. Like all the people I know, right there. Weird thing is, I'm not scared. Should I be? It was a minor aftershock. By now, I've been in much greater dangers in the dungeons. I try to shrug it off, and I'm surprised it's working. Day 6. Here we go. Another earthquake last night. Everything alright with you? First time I'm even thinking about it this morning. Yeah, I'm alright. I wasn't in the middle of a dungeon this time, you know? Funny how all this becomes so normal after a while, huh? How long have you been here? Oh, how long have you been in Hinterberg anyway? couple of months? I don't really have to be anywhere right now. This seems to be a good place to set up camp. Hey, you're going to the thing tonight, yeah? The Onion Festival? Oh, is that at night? The Festival at Onions, of course I'll go. Mood. Not going won't be much of an option anyway. The whole village is going to be on the main square. You and I, we should meet up and go together. Come find me tonight when you're ready. Oh hey, this guy Klaus, he had a hiking TV show and took us on the beginner dungeon. Hey, are you two alright? Yeah, can't wait to celebrate the Onion tonight. I was really worried about you, Louisa, after what you went through. I'm okay, Klaus. So glad to hear that. Listen, they restored access to the Kolmstein Glacier this morning. Ooh, word of caution, some of the dungeons there are advanced. I hear they have new gear down at Gear and More. Might be a good idea to go shopping this evening and go up to Kolmstein tomorrow. If you do go up there, don't forget to pay the pager I gave you. If you ever feel you've hit your limit, use it. I'll have someone get you out of the dungeon immediately. If you're ever free in the evening, stop by at Tourist Info. I'd love to chat with you. Homestein, huh? Hope you packed your warm underwear. We're probably... I want to explore Hinterberg more, honestly. We'll look for Water Lily River. Locked. Yeah, I was gonna use that loading time to check a notification on Discord, but no, a fucking bot had to show up. Of course. Wasting the minimal time I had to check things. It'd be way easier if the game didn't eat my mouse. I need games to have an option where you can just turn off mouse being eaten mode. Because it's the worst. I get it. People default to full screen mode, so it's like, oh, the mouse is the whole game. Garbage. What I say. This screen is way too big to do things on full screen. Unless I have no choice. Oh, I thought I didn't pick that up. Okay. Wait, y'all? These are the dancing monster cult that wants monster stuff, and look at this, we have so many monster teeth. Let's give them 23 first and see what our next reward is. $100 monster parts now. Here's your large HP potion. Yummy! Your next reward will be plus 200 monster parts, and V will give you 10,000 extra Hinterbucks. Better give them to us fast, though. Alright. So far, there's no other use for Hinterbucks. Or for monster stuff. This might be the only thing so far, but if crafting shows up, I'm gonna be very cross. We went there initially, that's where the ancient tree was. Alex was over here being like, you should check out other stuff. The watermill is that way. The Water Lily River, that's where we want to go. Do I... No, my rating is 3 or something. I don't know what the windmill's about. You know, there's almost like a little bit of a Sonic Frontiers type situation here, because there's quite a bit of fun to be had just exploring the areas. They're not as big. Ugh. But I didn't want to use that, but you know what, it's fine. Ugh. Press the wrong button. I wanted to dodge, I pressed the wrong button. Also these that I'm not using. Oh no, they're like Sonic. And then they explode. If I wanted to go to Water Lily Cavern, I should probably not veer that far away, but I did also want to see the windmill. There's dangerous monsters up the windmill, but I think these are the kind that I can actually handle. I've never seen that one before. Give it a shot. Ugh. Hit it. Oop, that didn't work. It was rough, but it was doable. Especially when you consider that here. Okay. Bonus monster that if it disappears, you don't get the treasure, but I got that treasure. Part of me wants dodge roll to not be on B, it wants it to be on X. I feel like people. All those stairs were a bit much for me. I think I deserve a break now. I'm not tired at all. Were they here the whole time while I was fighting? Who knows? There. Why did the... Oh, vending machine. That's why it zoomed out. Never forget your magic for puzzles. Ooh, a scenic spot to hang out. You know, did all that work to come here. Maybe I should. A dungeon right there. Or come back later. Like a perfect spot to rest for an afternoon. Just enjoy the scenery. I could stay here and not do a dungeon today. It'd increase my relaxation. With clean forest air could increase my health. I'll spend time here. I earned it. It's cool in the forest and the air is so clean. Just sitting here and taking deep breaths feels like I've done something good for myself today. Such a difference from spending my weekends exhausted on the couch with my work email open. Or decompressing once per week by taking boxing lessons in a stuffy gym. Back home, the best I usually feel is on Friday evening. The relief of not having to physically be at my job for 2 days. Nothing like this quiet, relaxed joy of listening to the wind in the trees, of the brook babbling along. Like I'm a different person here. Like I didn't just unpack my clothes in that closet. Into that closet, but the rest of my life as well. Feels a lot lighter for it. I feel a lot lighter for it. Making such a strong statement about work culture. So real. The Bon Hall. Youngin Festival is this evening. I should go down to the main square and find Alex. Eyes are tearing up. I also forgot to check my gear. So we have a Resonant Sword on. It is currently still the strongest. I don't know what the slots do yet. This is covered in goo. So it is at least one better than what I have currently. How do I clean my armor from goo? This has gotten much stronger. Oh, that's what I need to do. Do I have a new attack conduits? I probably have to. Meteor shower? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that one a spin. I guess I'm gonna give that the opposite of a spin because I got rid of the spin. We have one more attack slot. Perfect dodge slowdown is pretty cool. Early battle physical attack up. Play an enemy creates a shockwave in the. I like that a lot. Need to remove this one? Yeah, because that's more for less already. You completely fill your charm stack with no gaps or empty spaces. I just got an achievement for that. Why is my nose still so stuffy? First area is also where this is the main square. You don't want to be here yet. That we want to go this way. No one at the camp. No one to distract us. Gear and more. Ooh. Well, I'm not in a rush to gain more money at the moment, but I do want to know how to get rid of goo. Good to see you. Busy later this evening. Is there anything I can do for you? How's Hana's shop? What do you have again? Great, conduits. Double slash. Okay. AC restore MP. That conduit damage up. There's probably a way for me to increase my size. Not like my height, but maybe that's what the slots are. Arm slots from gear. So, if my current equipped gear... 2... 2... No. Those are upgrade slots. Wait. Slots and then upgrades. Those are different. What do slots mean? Oh, conduit slots! So if I get a weapon with more... There's probably up to 3, right? This has 3. My resident sword is actually doing a whole lot, so you know what? I'm fine. I'm good out here. Oh, we understand things now. But I wonder if they did to the old fountain. Maybe they'll finally show us tonight. Hey, here's... Our onions are local and organic. We also sell monster plushies. This guy, I've seen him around. Ugh, I feel sick. Must have eaten too many onions. You have to eat a lot of onions to achieve that, sir. There's Alex. Want an onion smoothie? Freshly squeezed. Excuse me? We'll buy an onion? It's a perfect souvenir. We're gonna hang out with Thea at some point. I think I could learn something from her. David will probably be there too. I like spring onions. They're kind of cute, aren't they? I just had to park... She just had to park her food truck in front of my restaurant. The nerve. No one's gonna be in your restaurant tonight. Get your hot dogs here. Extra onion. Oh, hell yeah. Well, the Onion Festival every year. It's pretty neat, isn't it? Alright. There you are. I think the mayor is about to start her speech. Stick with me. Stick with me? It's starting to get crowded. I haven't met the mayor yet. This is tonight's main event. If I don't do any shopping this evening, I should be quick about it. The evening is probably going to increase my familiarity. And listen to the mayor. Very plain looking. Good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friends. What a crowd. What a turnout. Wow. And a warm welcome to all of our international guests. These folks sure traveled a long way just to appreciate the Onion. Think a round of applause is in order? I don't... Do you folks know how many onions it takes to change a light bulb? At least an entire bag. And even then, it's not guaranteed to work. Is that supposed to be funny? No idea what this is. Aren't politicians supposed to be good at public speaking? You know, I like to think at Hinterberg we have a lot in common with the Onion. We have many layers. Just like Shrek. We're firmly rooted in fertile soil. Just like Shrek. And we might just become a staple diet all over the world. Not like Shrek. Unless you consider cultural consumption. So I'm excited to announce that I struck a deal with the Streamcoin. 2 seasons of their hit show Slayers will be filmed right here in Hinterberg. What does this have to do with onions? That's not all, folks. Hinterberg Capital has agreed to support my initiative and reopen Kolmstein Dungeons. Now that the Kolmstein cable car is running again, I've hired 6 new bus drivers to take you there. Tell your friends, these are big buses. We have room for everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm on vacation to experience new things. I've got plenty of politicians back home, and they all sound like this. Let's scram? Yeah, sure, drinks. One more thing. I know you've all been dying to know how the renovation of our old fountain has been going. Okay, maybe 2 more minutes. And friends, it's been killing me that we've had to keep it so hush about it. Well, no longer. On this glorious Onion Festival evening, I'm so excited to finally unveil the new centerpiece of Hinterberg. A fountain for the ages. Holy wow. Is that a sarcastic wow? You're all seeing this too, right? Haha, that's a bit much, isn't it? And we've officially the ugliest main square in country. Can anybody please explain what's happening? This isn't supposed to be permanent, is it? It is a slayer holding kobold or something, and on top of the I need a drink. You'll come with me, and I'm not hearing a no. I will not hear a no. So here's to the humble onion. Cheers, love. Cheers, onion. We hardly knew ye. Hey, you're actually the only Austrian I really know. Answer me this. You think any of what we experience here is the real deal? Like, am I learning anything about life around here at all? Or is this one big amusement park ride? I'm kind of trying to figure that out myself. But you know, I've been to Greek tourist traps and to Italian and Spanish tourist traps. And sure, they all sell you the same pool mattress. But they all have their own distinct flair as well. You wouldn't mistake one place for the other. Yeah, you're probably not getting the real deal, whatever that may be. But you'll be taking something home that's unique to this place anyway. Good enough for me. Just uniquely local ways of selling out old festivals. Feels nice to hang here with Alex. Feels good to know that I'm not alone in this wild ride. I know that every day I'm growing and adjusting to all of this a bit better. Relationship status level 2. We're buddies now. That's the ultimate goal, isn't it? Be buddies. Night. Hopefully no earthquakes. What a day. Familiarity and renown. Alright, our stats are looking pretty balanced. Definitely in the business of getting another solid thing done. Okay, so I got meteor shower from the windmill treasure chest. That's what I wasn't sure about. My brain didn't even process what that big monster we fought was. Teresa left a book on my table, The Slayer's Guide to Hinterberg. I'll stay up a little longer and read a little. Or watch a bit of TV. Or I could do the responsible thing and just go to bed. Okay, so now we have nighttime options. We've just, like... Increase my familiarity, but I'll be tired tomorrow and have less HP. Okay. Hold on. My HP is huge. And if you mean healing or decreased, I don't really know. My familiarity is pretty fine. What does TV do? No TV with basic cable. I'll stay awake a bit longer to see what's on. Watching TV will increase my amusement, but I'll be tired tomorrow and have a fast day. So basically, do you have enough HP or not? Also, okay. Danny. Young pro slayer. Formidable despite their mellow attitude. Relationship met. I still need to find the dog. Oh, I also need to find Jay. Pro slayer and DJ from East Asia. Gertrude's the lady. I should have talked to her. Briefly met Renaud. Damn, that's... He's famous, I think. Wait. I don't have like a monster bestiary, do I? Alright, just go to bed. Good morning. So, tell me, when you're on vacation, you the type to keep your stuff in the suitcase, or unpack it and put it in your room's drawers? Me personally, I've never usually on vacation long enough for it to matter. I guess there you go, because I have done it sometimes for longer ones, but usually there's not enough space, because I'm sharing too much space with other people. It was just a few days I don't unpack. It just seems like a hassle. Yeah, I always unpack for everything, even if it's just for one day. From somewhere, I'm going to be there fully, not with one foot on the plane back home. That makes sense if you're not just like doing like a weekend trip to a convention. Let's talk dungeons. Any idea where you're going to go today? We could do Glacial Galaxy though. That's the one we did for the thing. The thing. We could go explore here more. I feel like I don't have enough stuff. I'm gonna go to Hinterberg. You know what? Comsang's gonna be... It's gonna be crowded today. Just got advertised. The afternoon. So you know. You know? Have I seen you around the forest before? Really lovely here. And the dungeons are great as well. Oh, you were in further before. For the ancient tree. Bro! I wonder what's in this Reese's Breakfast. Right, break bar. Fast break? Fast break. Went there before. Do the soup. Oh, there's a nice spot right here, immediately. Flash, flash, flash. Well, hello. This place is really pretty. I was mostly confused at first, but like, there's like this really good contrast between the orange leaves and the blue rock. That was not the steps. I just ignored the step. I believe that opened up a door here that I did not see. Oh. Fuck. The Earthquake really did... Quake really did a number on this place. My team is working to restore access to the dungeon across the chasm here. Come back with a couple more days. We'll have this sorted out. That's the one that I saw from the windmill. not the one I wanted to use. I'm mixing up left and right now. That's how you get to Water Lily Pond. Alright, so now we have poisonous water. That's not good. Look, we also still have burning thorns. Alright. Is there like a way we can fix this, or is this like permanent magic pollution? Physical attack boost. Cool. Not really a jump. Deer! Oh dear. Just go over this. Took me way too long to figure this out last time. Ugh. Okay. There's only a certain degree. Something splashed over here. It was the very specifically this entering. So I can probably whirlwind past through the lily pads like that. Got those while I could. Probably know I could have walked that too. Dungeon should be just about right for me. Good. Not gonna give me thoughts about my defense rating not being big. You know what? The loading times are better than they were last week. As is the lag. I'm not experiencing lag. Well, it worked. Ugh. I'm still in a dream. Take it up. There, no one could take. Oh, we're now isometric. That's really fun. I love it. I love it when games will do that with perspectives. The 2D on the other dungeon was making me think of Nier. Which the combat, and specifically the charm loadout, is similar to the chip. And combat's maybe more of a simplified inspiration of Dark Souls for my feeling of it. I've only I've only significantly played Bloodborne. But it's there. It's a little, it's less demanding. Though, as we've seen, that doesn't mean that we can just do whatever. A bit of a struggle against the dangerous one. It's just doable. I like it when a game is doable. I guess it's a little ironic that, at this point, I don't like it when Sonic games do that. Changing forced perspective changes. But I guess a lot of that comes from the 2D segments in Frontiers at this point. Well, that got me. Okay. That's intense. It might not be as good as the spin blade if you really focus fire on that, but it is safer. Also, the teal bark is really cool. Yeah, it's more turquoise. Definitely greener. But we're too low for that. This has turned into a dual stick shooter. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that to work at all. Now it's not working. Okay. I think fast enough. Okay, so that's what that was teaching, is that if you have enough of a ramp, you have a slower descent with the tornado. A raft. We are the Death Barge. Oh, that's one thing it sort of reminded me a little bit 80s through the perspective. I just stay here up fine. Oh gosh. Okay. For a second I thought I had to stop. New waypoint. Which Mega Man theme is that? That's Mega Man. Do I need to send this? Oh, okay. Not like that. I need you to stop moving. Thank you. Alright. Howdy. It is definitely faster to just keep running. Oh, what? Oh! We made a new barge. Raft. thing. Oh, now we're fighting. Whoa! Ice spider. Yes. They will just run off the raft, it seems. I guess means less snacks for me. Goo-covered pads. Alright, I really need to figure out how to ungoo my stuff. Ungoo. Ah. Look. I feel like I wouldn't mind if this entire game was like this. Well, it would be hard to make, like, the city like this, for it to matter. Now, hold on. Oh. This is for me. I understand. What? I want to go on a loop. Might actually need to do that loop. Just jump on down. I think they're probably gonna heal the spike. Now I jump on down. Ooh, that was a combo. Good. Okay. I briefly grazed it. So I was not locked on. Locking on doesn't feel very effective in this point of view, but it definitely is for magic. Got plenty of health for us, at least. We have... Bum, bum. I think this is for me to go across. And possibly take a ride down. Hmm. If I just leave it here, will it reach? Seems so. It's really offering me to take those lily pads. I really want to see where it goes. Ugh! That was a distance. I need to figure out how to open up locks. Alright. Wow. On the other side of this wall. Yeah. It has a good cell shading style to it. I think it kind of comes to life at this angle too. This is normally third person, but it plays with the perspective a bit. Like there were 2D segments in the... or side-scrolling segments in the previous dungeon. Oop. Okay. So that brings us all the way back there. However... That's not what I meant. We're going to... Oh! Okay, you can't stand on lily pads. Probably I should have figured that out on the overworld before doing that. I hope there isn't, like, a limit. I was starting to say, but there's, like, in the rest of the day when you're not exploring and dungeon diving, there's very much a sense of, like, Persona, day-to-day life that you're going through, and limited amount of things you can do during times. Well, it got the spiders too, at least. But... I think we're at the end. Yep, there's a stamp. I need to keep track of where the locked boxes are, so I can get them later. There's one in here, but I think all the other ones have been overworld stuff. Alright. So there are 4 times 6, 24. There are 27. I'm only here for a month, and I don't know if that's the case. And that was my... fifth on day 7. Like 4 rest days. But I don't think it's limited to just a month. I don't remember. That might have been explained in the opening cutscene. That was a week ago. I need a calendar. New person! Hey, could you spare a minute? You're a slayer, right? Sure, what can I do for you? Look, I'm not really supposed to talk to our guests. I'm heading a little bit research group. We're trying to understand magic a bit better. Any findings so far? Our results? Well, they aren't public just yet. My problem is that we're understaffed. We don't exactly have the resources to send someone out into the wild to acquire the materials for research we need for our research. And there are instances of special substance that you can only find around Hinterberg, magical elements. You can think of them as a sort of proto-goo. Let them sit in the sunlight by themselves long enough and they'll turn into monsters. But if you pick one up, carry it, keep it close to humans, it remains perfectly inert. I need some of those elements. A lot, actually. If you happen to come across any, could you bring them to me? It won't be a one-way street, you know? The elements have practical application. They can shrink your charms. Ooh. What are charms again? Why would I want that? Whoa! That's going to be useful. I know, right? I'll just be over there. Come talk to me when you have some magical elements. I think we could really help each other out. Neat. I am the random selection for your scientific trials. What are magical elements? Do I have them? Other. Are these magic elements? Maybe? They're not charms. I have a lot of them. These are the goo on my weapons I keep finding. Like this. Is that a magic element? Oh well. You're right over here. Why do I have magic elements? You happen to find any magic elements? Yes. Okay. The Colbadine definitely is one of them. Both of these are good. Heck, I could do this right now. Though maybe that's more useful to do to this. This reminds me of the Re-Rising in Dials of Destiny. Slay, shockwave on Slay is down. And there's a consistent material usage from 4 to 3 to 2. Let's shrink as much as we can. Cool. Now, who did I want to hang out with? I could hang out with Sam. Arms. Sure. Now I have 3 open slots. Physical attack multiplier. Ooh. That's good to replace my previous physical attack boost that I had. Because it's scales. Do I have any more items to work with? A large HP potion. I don't think I have enough HP for a large HP potion to matter. Alright. I just look where people are on the map? I can. Cool. Be more effective. So, I'm, like, terribly interested in getting to know. Sam, I'm a bit curious. Jay is at the campfire. So is Julian. I haven't met them. Odd. House. The dog! I found the dog. Forget everybody. Talk to Gertrude and Henning. Haven't done that yet. They and David are hanging out as usual. And I guess we could talk directly to Danny. I don't know. I need to meet that dog. Crap at that dog. If there's any upcoming Threaded metal. I don't get who put a sculpture like that in their house or their garden. Material just conjures up the sounds of fingernails. The material just conjures up the sounds of fingernails scraping across the chalkboard. The idea of an artist wielding a blowtorch is kind of fascinating, though. Hard to think of a cruder, more violent tool to express yourself. Hi, I'm Henning. Hey, I'm probably not going to buy anything. Is it okay if I just look around? You take all the time you like. I'll be over here just if you have any questions. He's not a pushy salesman. I spend the evening looking at Henning's art. Probably increase my familiarity. See you later. Just, like, get to know what these guys are about. Enjoy your sleigh. This old lady's looking around like she's lost something. Hey, are you searching for something? Need any help? Yes, where is it? And what use could you possibly be, Fraulein? I don't recall seeing your face around here. Hey, you know, I've been here for a while. Wouldn't hurt to let me try. Help. Alright, if you insist. My silver brooch. It must have fallen off on my afternoon walk. I like to promenade the city by the canal behind the town hall. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, that's a quest. Cool. What is your name again? Albert. Ah, the young lady from the other day. Never thanked you for your help at the Skull Shrine. My pleasure, my pleasure. But perhaps you can reciprocate. You see, these apricot ice dumplings here, I cannot seem to remember what the locals call them. Is Marilyn Nodal? Ice Marilyn. I don't know. Let us summon one post haste. Sit with me. Have one. They're closing down soon, you know? I'll, leave you later. Get that dog. Gazebo by the lake. Doesn't attract a lot of tourists, unlike the cafe or the Krampus bar. Not often you see someone just sitting here by themselves. I did say someone needs to hang out with me at the gazebo. Is that Danny Fernandez? I saw them on TV just before I came here. They're the youngest pro slayer in the sport. Nice spot, huh? Kind of underrated. I don't get why. It's a spectacular view, and it doesn't cost a thing. Hey, I'm Danny. Sit with me, if you like. I'm just watching the lake. It seems so calm and at ease. Spending the evening with Danny will probably increase my relaxation. Okay. What are my stats? Increased my renown. Amusement and familiarity are the low ones at the moment. The lowman. I don't know how many of these are like unique dialogues that you get. Oh, the dog by the road, idly watching tourists pass by. Is this Hannah's dog? Walk over and see if he's friendly. Hey pal, wanna be friends? Guess not. Don't take it personally, this one's a big fat coward. But I love him! Woof. Yeah, you goof chicken. He likes treats, you know? Wild strawberries, bring him some. I bet he'll ease right up. Alright, cool. I don't have wild strawberries, right? That might... well... if I buy them, they're not wild, are they? Very well. I'm gonna hang out with Danny. Boop, 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 boop. Takes a while for us to say anything. The evening light is bright and warm. Feels good to soak it. To just soak it in. I had big plans for tonight, you know? Tech conduit training. Now I think I might just not. Imagine living here. Doesn't get much more scenic than this. I wonder if the people living here notice just how pretty their home is. Day to day, I mean. I think they're aware of it. They appreciate it. Or the dungeons up here, we could have probably sat here, and the only sound would have been the waves of the water. They must miss that. I wonder what's better for everyone. Their quiet village or this magical money-making machine they built around their dungeons. Some people got the short end, for sure. The schoolteacher's life isn't happier if there are thousands of tourists crowding the streets. But then, 1,000 tourists get to experience magic who otherwise wouldn't. Maybe that counts for something. You're on vacation, right? Here, right? Is magical an essential part of your holiday? Or could you just as well have gone somewhere else? I just need to get away. Maybe anywhere different would have worked. Maybe they should have kept their quiet village then. How about you? Is magic an essential part of your stay here? I slay for a living, so yes. On a deeper level, magic has changed the world. It's essential for us all. For all of us. Its mere presence should make us pause and think about what we want from our lives. I have an older sister who works in finances. 60-hour week, entire career mapped out. Gosh, I bet Louisa relates. When I hear her, all I can think now is, your normal is even weirder and more pointless than before. Magic is here. It proves the world isn't just atoms and molecules. So what's the point of slaving away to afford a better car? It doesn't get more meaningful than that. We should all take some time off and reconsider what we're doing. And you and I, we're even more lucky. We get to experience all of this up close. They're right. I'm extraordinarily lucky to be able to stay here. Keep that in mind. Draw from every last bit of energy I have, and make the most of my stay here. Hell yeah, I vibe with Danny. Teresa's sitting on the terrace by herself. Evening, Teresa. Colleen Dorfer. Anything I can help you with? I guess I just wanted to ask if you're alright. I like to sit here sometimes, after work is done. I just can't get my mind off that onion festival. That statue sure is something, huh? I don't really care about the statue. Really nothing I know. Every honest cook cries over onions. We have a festival every year, and we all know it's a bit silly, and nobody really cares much about a vegetable. But it's one of the things we do for ourselves around here, so we look forward to it and get into the mood. For crying out loud, I was Onion Queen 3 years in a row, back in my day. Anyone can come and join and be welcome. I just thought this was the one thing we wouldn't turn into a farce for our visitors. Excuse me, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't care much for it either. A simple festival at Onions would have been much nicer. I voted for Mayor Wagner. She sure knows how to make our guests feel welcome. I just wish she'd have the same kind of care for the rest of us as well. Real. Zippy. Renown up. Relaxation way up. I'm not relaxing anytime soon. Okay. A bushwebchen? We got one of those. That's good. Perch. And taking a lot of damage, so maybe I need more HP. I don't know what's increasing my HP. I think it's relaxation, actually. I'll watch TV. Reality show is running. Young, good-looking contestants seem to be stranded on an island together. Do you have any idea how bad it feels to always be picked last? No one here likes me. Calm down, Erica. It was a banana picking challenge, and everyone knows you can't climb. Oof, I'm really getting sleepy. Turn that thing off. Get your sleep. Put on a red light filter. Blue light filter. Filter the blue. Red. Ugh. Daytime. Did the Fraulein sleep well today? It rained during the night, but you know what they say. Rainy night, morning bright. What's your destination for today? Good question. I think I was gonna go to Colmstein. Do the tutorial place. But also this is like the most seasonally appropriate place in the game. Snap. Got floating islands up here. The magic seeping into the real world. They're still here. There are monster parts. No. Okay. So monster furs are not the same as magical elements. These are just. I think this is just stuff we can give them. That might be the entire point. It's just a collectible. Obscenic and Colbidine. Those two. Those two are magical elements. Temperatures up here are something else. Brr. Get to that shrine. Repairable trash. I don't know. Don't feel soft underneath my feet. Brr. First visit up here? You need to get your magic sail fresh, otherwise the rails won't do anything for you. Ooh. This place is fun to explore, if I recall. I want to see... I wonder if there's, like, significant difference to its layout, though. Shockwave. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like certain platforming elements and like that battle was different. I'm not gonna remember entirely. But no, that was a pretty basic battle, so that might be the same. Like, it was really easy for my level. And Albert was at the skill shrine in the demo, but we had that interaction at Doberkomo, so... So yeah. Hoverboard, and right, we had a freaking laser beam. That's good shit. What? Oh, right. Do I have a limit, or is it just not registering? I did not do that correctly. Yeah, I think sometimes it was not registering. So it wanted me to take this path. Whoop. So I'll go right here. But... oh yeah. Oh, okay, I think my HP is like permanently grayed out. Camera sensitivity's a little much for the aiming. Let me turn that down a bit. A smidge. Bonk. Yeah, it wants me to be pressing all the way down on this left button to be maintaining that. The Nouvelle Heart. It's goo covered. Everything's goo covered. I have an entire gear set at this point, pretty much, that is goo covered. Ugh. Thank you, Steam Pop-Up, for lagging everything. Not Spellguard armor, however. That is an advanced version of what I currently have, I think. Yeah, I have 200. That might be better than the goo-covered stuff. To which I must ask, should I know how to get rid of the goo at this point? Yeah, okay, and that loops us right back around here. We can continue on our merry way. This might be like the biggest area so far. To make movement with the snowboard feel good. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so Visual Galaxy is that. Chairless is this way. I can actually take the chairless now, which is cool. Did you see the helicopter fly by? I hope no one's hurt. I did not see it. The infrastructure up here is great. I never have to queue more than a minute to get on any of the chairlifts. My mom says you can't fall off if you fasten your safety belt correctly. True. Assuming the safety belt can be fastened correctly. How you do, Slayer? Mind if I take a quick look-see at your stamp book? Sure. Go ahead. See, I'm mighty sorry, but I'm afraid I can't let you get on the chairlift just yet. Just a cautionary measure by our mayor. See, the dungeons up here ahead are pretty tricky. We're asking Slayers to go finish an easy dungeon first. Make sure that they learn the ropes. Right down the slope there. Can't miss it, really. As soon as you got the stamp, I can let you on the lift. Okay, I remember that interaction. Ooh. Oh. Figure that out later. Well, I almost didn't make it. Break your shield. So the light doesn't do a ton of damage, but it was definitely stunning me when it was used on me. Here's the galaxy. Galaxy of games. Okay, so then this was a way back up. Is there anything up here? That's pretty worth it. Potassium. Ooh. Right. That was not a close call at all that time. That was perfect. Otherworldly heat. From the portal. Okay. I'll turn my light on. Oof. Alright. Back at it again. Bonk. Oh, right. Gravity shenanigans. Similar eyeball puzzles. Also, I think that frame rate slowdown on the movement there is pretty stylized. Nothing around here. Bonk. Okay. Yeet. Yeah, so like that's a great way to be able to just like have a lot of place you can move around. Make your area non-Euclidean. Bonk. Multiple. Yeah, I'll bet. One there, one there. Is there a third one? There's a third one. Oh, there you are. Very well. Check the nooks up here. Oh, okay. That's fair. Come on, you didn't even like have health left. A grind rail. Or ticket to ride. Thanks. Thanks, Louisa. Back there? I can't. Okay. Kinda. Kinda. Okay, another locked one. Figure out who you need to talk to for that. Probably just need to talk to more people. Hang out with more people at least. Actually, there might be something in my log to tell me. Good, it doesn't, like, rotate back, 'cause I might have been in danger. Hooters! How fast do the spiders? Magic just eats them away. The items? How to really make your mileage from a single switch. First you have to use it to not get hit by a laser. Come on. Then you have to use it to go up the cliff. Then you have to do it to get on top of the cliff. Then... oh yeah! I remember this. You have to use it to go up. They probably both do the same thing, right? Yeah. Where am I going? Probably should have paid attention to that, huh? There's also that, huh? Look. That was good. It's fine. Don't worry. Look. Right. And we're scot-free. I didn't even notice the big statue. Cool. So glad that happened. Miss anything back here? Nope. That way or that way, it doesn't matter. This is the kind of area that's like, oh yeah. This would be fun to learn, at least very specifically, how to speedrun this dungeon. Wait a second. A waystone. This entire time. Always be saving. You never know what's gonna happen. Just went right through me. Didn't care. Oh. Whoa. wonder if I can dodge into that. Ugh. Good dodge. Can't dodge into that. Ow. We're getting to the point where things are rough. There's too much happening. That wasn't close enough. And I took mortal damage, yay! Okay. Gave me my health back, or my potions back, so that's good. There's numbers. I somehow never noticed the numbers. Oh, bad timing. There we go. Alright, Hinterberg is where there are wild strawberries. I didn't realize. I didn't notice that was over there. Imp. Sure there's nothing else. Bonk. Finish a dungeon while tired. You know, that's probably part of why that was such a difficult battle. Except I did it, like, super proficiently on the retry. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. It was definitely this dungeon's boss. Oof. Most attack conduits aim for the direction the camera is currently looking. Most. It's close. Hey, Louisa. If you're free this evening sometime, why don't you stop by the tourist info? I'd love to hear how you're doing. If you have any questions about Hinterberg, you know, technically that's what I'm here for. I'll stop by. Thanks, I'll stop by soon. Looking forward to it. I can't not think about how I had the chance to just, like, make him feel like he was the worst. Just completely cut off ties with him, basically. Do I have any? I do have any. Drinking complete. Okay. I can bring this. Okay. Why is it still checked then? Can't. Bring down perfect dodge then. Oh, that probably means that I have it equipped. I have 2 slots open. I do not have a 1 or 2. I can get rid of this, however. That would be dumb. This might actually be better, though. I'll keep what I have. I need to do something about my equipment, I think. I want to spend, like, negative amount of time at the Krampus bar. Let's be real. Okay, so these are in the 20,000s. Okay. What can we afford? Ozone. E-girl. That's like baseball. Become Santa. Be a good bit later. No really fun outfits yet. I could buy one of them. I don't know who I'm supposed to be giving gifts to. Surely there'll be some hints later, right? Surely. You know what? Maybe Klaus is going to tell me how to undo my stuff. Do I need more potions? I have a large potion if I really need it. Oh, somebody stopped by. Good to see you. How's adventuring? I hear you're doing well. Yeah, it's gotten easier. Listen, if you're not busy, can I take you out for dinner? It would be nice to hear your perspective on some things. Familiarity? Oh boy. Also orders a vegan dish. The host knows him well. He makes no effort to hide his disapproval. You know, going through something like this earthquake, a lot of people would have just gone home. Those that stay, they often get reckless. Eat death once, and all that. That's what had me worried. But you got your head on straight. Makes you a rare species around here. Compared to other adventures? I took 8 rookie adventures into the beginner's dungeon today. 8. You wouldn't believe some of these clowns. One of them wore a Mexican wrestling mask and instead of calling himself El Enigma Arman. Everything in Hinterberg is enabling this behavior. The bureaucrats, the marketing, the whole damn machine. Got a whole industry around slaying. I don't see how you get them to change course. Maybe. I just feel like I haven't been trying. Everything's been back to normal in that dungeon since you know. Still, I'm on edge every time I take someone new. Peak season around here. We have 24 adventurers arriving every day. We should limit that. We should be looking at magic with awe and wonder, not greed. Honestly, this place is a ticking time bomb. Sooner or later, what happened to me on the first day will happen to somebody else. They might not be so lucky. Exactly. I keep going back to how cushy this job has been. That has to change. I can start by reevaluating security. They're so damn keen on keeping up the pace, they'll have to give me a team. And it sounds small, but the dungeons are full of trash. So are the hiking trails. You can't even keep people from littering. How are we going to get them to understand this isn't a playground? People know you. And you're not just around here. Not just around here. Maybe you can use that. Maybe I can. I need to think about this some more. Maybe stop by if you're not busy. On a related note, if you ever find any gear that's covered in goo, don't throw it out. Oh yeah, bring it to me. I know how to clean that sort of thing. Thanks for the evening, Lisa. It's been good seeing you. Okay, you have a maximum of 3 relationship with this, I realize. You have a maximum of 4 with other people. Mm-hmm. Neat. Been a long day. Known. New skill, light ray. Love it. Okay. That bastard was a Benegdemondo? I'm beat. I should go to bed. You should. You're tired. We're not doing TV 2 nights in a row. Maybe we'll do the player's guide tomorrow, next time. Well, I wonder how many dungeons I have left in me. Probably just like 1 more. Depending on the dungeon. Good morning, Fraulein. I hear there was an accident yesterday on Colmstein. 2 people crashed into each other going full speed on their magical hoverboards. I hope they recover quickly. Enjoy your sleigh. Did you hear about that? 2 people that ate shit together. Just absolutely blasted each other. What is my rating? My rating is 3 right now. Okay. And I think I'll go back to Doverkogel before I explore more Hinterwald. We'll do the Minecraft workshop. Minecart workshop. We still have the Giant's Cavern we can do as well. If all else fails. That'll be a romp. But I'm also thinking maybe I don't. Maybe I do that one real quick. Do the Giant's Cavern. Get my gear cleaned up. So I have a slightly less difficult time on a level 3. And then maybe I will also figure out how to unlock boxes. Because I am worried that level 3 is going to be like full of unlocked boxes. Boxes to unlock. Osi. Osi time in the mountains. I was gonna see if I could play with the graphics settings a little more actually, so maybe I could get the grass draw distance up, but probably if it was lagging a little bit before and it's fine now, this is probably fine. Let me... Do I have any monster parts? I don't remember. Probably, we just went through a dungeon. Alright. So at the rate we're going, I probably want to do 3 more dungeons before I talk to them again. Hey, Marina. Hey, you. What's up, Marina? Any idea where I can find more dungeons? There are 7 dungeons in total in this area. One of them houses the main monster up there. Okay, she said this last time. Another dungeon on the way to Summit. A labyrinth. Suggesting that one. Past real tough monsters down the trail. There's in the middle of a lake. All the same thing. Invited me for ice cream again. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So this is where the lake was. That's where the abandoned mineshaft is. I keep forgetting. North is up. Or south is up in this. North is down. Down the mountain. That was the jelly tunnels. The Minecraft workshop, which is what we're going to call it, is probably further up. We want to take the path to the summit. Can't access there. There's another dungeon there. This is probably the more difficult one. So maybe this is the minecart. Oh, there's actually minecart tracks here. So this probably is the minecart workshop. However, my stamp book. Giant Cavern's probably up there. Art workshop. Let's go this way. See if we can find the Giant's Cavern. There's the Giant's Cavern. Okay, let's go. Let's get that out of the way. Then I'll come back. I think when I went over here before, I got distracted by them. Actually, I came down from up there. What happened? Honestly, I'm more into watching monsters than killing them. I'm not 100% convinced they aren't self-aware. I don't know, they seem to just remanifest, right? Get used to the... There wasn't anyone here last time. Secrets. That's a lot. That's just the cart. Expecting a jump scare. Alright, so I have all this trash, right? And, like, I'm avid about picking that up now, especially after that conversation with Klaus about litter. Some is recyclable, some is repairable. I need to figure out what to do about that. Monster Up head look pretty tough. I'm not sure I'm enough fighter yet. I'm curious. See how tough they are. Ugh. Because if the rating is that the goat head is that strong. No, it seems like they do a lot of HP damage. There we go. That's not what I wanted to use. Oh no, I just used 2 HP. Oh my god. I see. Almost. I would like less trees in my way. That's what's messing with me. Okay. So they are just flat out stronger. Good to know. I should avoid things that aren't one head. One monster head. At least I got the potions I wasted back. I probably could have pulled through if I didn't accidentally waste those potions, but I was pressing left trigger instead of right trigger. Secrets. So much trash. We found a place. There are people here. I can shop here. I feel like I should have found this place a while ago. What's up? Gonna get my HP snacks? Huh. I'll get 2 of these. A few more of these. It's just more efficient at this point. Because the small HP isn't doing that much anymore. Nature is nice, but to be completely honest, I mostly hike up here to sit around and eat and drink. Sure. Get your snacky. Then I could do this. Just go down real fast. That would take me right to the cable car place. Giant's Cavern is that way. So is the summit. There are difficult monsters that way. Also, I shouldn't be surprised that there is such difficult monsters because the cavern, the dungeon rating goes up to at least 8 here, I think. There's a really powerful one. They make it so that you want to come back to all these quite a bit. Come away, you. Wait, that didn't... That almost one-shotted all of them. Almost. I'm a little upset it didn't. Okay. The older lag is back, and I don't know if it's because of how long I've been recording and such, or if it's because this place is just a little more intensive than the other two. You know, Slayer, let me warn you, those monsters up ahead are brutal. Got my butt kicked twice already. Okay. Okay, so this is the labyrinth that Marina was mentioning. Very cool. Like a corn maze, but... like a corn maze. But harder, I guess. Physically harder. These are little pine bushes. Pretty straightforward way on the other side, though. Plenty of secrets to go the wrong way for. Well, you gotta go the wrong way first. Trash and magical elements. Magical trash. This is the wrong way. Here. Maybe Klaus also knows what to do with trash. Maybe if I show him how much trash I've picked up, he'll be like, wow. I'm gonna take the goo off of your weapons for free. Something. Neat. New dungeon discovered. Dungeon should be pretty easy for me. Well, it's not gonna get any harder. Get rid of it while it's still relevant. Oosh. Alright, back to the mines. What we yearn for. Alright, we're gonna have a lot of puzzles with this kind of stuff, it seems. You. Oh, another small potion. Nice. Dude. Go up here. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. There's the painted cliff sides go across. Huh? Is it too short? Alright, I understand. This is movable, that's why it's so brightly colored. Yippee! Ah. Come on. Wonder who the giant is. A lot of minor Krampus earlier. Oh. Okay. Can't do anything about that. Unless it wants me to push it up the hill without it rolling down. You know what? I'm worried about that exactly. I'm gonna try that. Can't really push it. Well, that's not what I expected to happen. Guess I had to press A. Oh no, I have to do that, don't I? I can't even drop down from here. Okay, this is gonna take the rest of the stream probably because I'm smooth-brained about it right now. That's probably something. Probably put there. I could do this to climb up there. Or which is the right way? There's like 3 paths. There's 2 paths and then something I've noticed is that all damage, that kind of stuff, does a lot. Okay, so that's a quick way back up. Nice. I was worried I would, like, have to backtrack a lot. Dungeon. I don't know what's going on here exactly. Oh! What? Did that hurt? Oop, don't keep going. Seemed like I tripped over something. Strange. Okay. Back. Probably need this to be... Yeah, no, that's just so I can get over there at all. Which... currently does not matter, because the way up is up there. So I've done the precautions, I think. Perhaps. There we go. Yeah, monster ratings isn't going to affect the puzzle difficulty, it seems. That was a good one, though. Like it was... What was that? Wait. One more thing to do. I didn't even notice. No, that's where we came from in the first place. Never mind. Boop. Bonk. Oh, that's all? That's all the dungeon was. It was... that puzzle was the entirety of the dungeon. No wonder it took a while. We didn't have a boss, per se. It was just a singular, difficult puzzle. Neat. I should go to Spa Hinterberg at some point. Maybe if I really need some relaxation. Bootsville. Anna, I was just thinking about you, and there you are. You should really come by my smithy again. More than I can teach you. We'll meet again, Lisa. Right. Say so. First I have to get my junk cleaned. Who's at the campfire tonight? Sam and someone I have not met yet. I forget what. Right, that reminds me, I was gonna check check my people to see if anyone has anything about lockpicking. Right, so the dog will help us find hidden dungeons. Danny's charms, relaxation, increased physical defense. Eat. Charm slot increase. Okay. Well, Alex has mostly been story based. Okay, I think that's J. There. Sword enchantments is coming next. First perk for Gertrude is money. Local artist selling sculptures out of his yard. Rare attack. Rare prices when selling from Julian. Additional attack conduit slots from Kai. Unlock breakfast selection. Neat. Arm slot increase. 1 HP slot. That sounds bad. Or it just he increases my HP. Oh! Thea opens locked treasures. Okay. I knew I needed to hang out with her. David's not even on the list. He's just a side person. Thea's the main person that you hang out with. Okay, okay. Well, we're about to unlock sword enchantments. No. Yes. Maybe. Maybe we don't bother with that yet. Maybe I get those locks. That was my goal. How's it going? Slowly. Getting town hall to even look at my proposals has been an uphill battle. While I'm working on that, I'm trying to make progress on other fronts. Like what? Like cleaning up our hiking trails and dungeons. I'm actually hoping you might be able to help with that. If you come upon any trash while you're out and about, just drop it here. Tourist Info has a small budget for that sort of thing. I already enlisted a couple other adventurers to help as well. Danny Fernandez just dropped 50 pieces. Can you believe that? Oh yeah, Danny. Think you can match that? It might not sound heroic, but that kind of thing makes a real difference. Alright, I feel like I'm figuring out things. Oh, we have so much trash. Just straight up give you that. I guess repairable trash. Here, how's that? Thanks so much. That's at least 50 pieces of trash now. Really good to see somebody cares. You happen to be free this evening? I'd like to share our thoughts about Hinterberg, making Hinterberg safer. No. No, all clean. Sell it. Gifts, ask questions. Okay, I have like my next few days set for me on this, but I'm gonna go hang out with Thea. And then E4. Mind if I say much? Sure. You always just poke your nose in other people's business like that? I just thought it's really cool that you're using magic to play your game. Look, if you mind, I'll go away. No, that's cool. Not like we get any privacy anyway. David keeps trying to sink his own ships for fun. So, you're the kind of weirdo that thinks their vacation will be more authentic if they hang out with the locals, is that it? Busted. Yeah, I thought so. Don't sweat it. You're not even the first this week. You, got any questions or anything? Something? It's been like 3 years since all this tourist stuff arrived, right? What's it been like since then? Wanna take a wild guess? This bastard. Excuse me. Closest public bathroom is over on Dorfgasse. Dorfgasse? Right. Right on. We had tourists here before magic and all. Hiking and skiing mostly. Right now, right, except now it's 10 times more. And they all think we're on tour guide duty. Like, go do your dungeon thing. But this is a place where people live. Gotta scream for dinner. It's almost dinner time. I'm sure Iggy would be if he could get in my room. Living with magic like. I mean, what's it like being a teenager without cell reception because there's no reception anymore? I couldn't be more excited. Well, yeah, that part sucks. Anything else? You ever go slaying yourselves? Ugh, no thanks. I like taking hikes sometimes, though. Watching the monsters, you know? Plus, casting spells is kind of sweet. Whatever. All I got. Thanks, you two. Did we enlighten your Hinterberg experience? Make it more magical? Yeah, a little. I couldn't help but wonder what living here is like. Sorry if I intruded. That's alright. If you want to pay us back, you can stay and referee our game. I think Faye is cheating. You literally try to sink their ships. Dang, that didn't even get me, like, an actual, like, increase in anything. Been a long day. Dang, my familiarity's too high. I need more amusement. Yeah, that was nothing weird. I'm just gonna straight up go to bed. We'll worry about other things afterwards. Anna, the smith, has a dog. Have you met him? Apparently he's really into wild strawberries. Anywhere I can find some? Ah, yeah, they grow in Hinterwald. There's a place past the skill shrine and close to the first dungeon of that area. You'll have to look around a little bit. Found some in that spot where you can only reach using the magic whirlwind. Gotta say, I'm more of a cat person myself. I'm glad I spent some time with this one. There's a dungeon in Hinterberg that's hidden underground. I'll help you find it. Make sure you make friends with him. It's worth it. Alright. Since I didn't get the treasure chest stuff, I know there's plenty of stuff in Dover Coco, might as well go ahead and explore this area. Get some strawberries. Probably find a vista instead of a dungeon. Maybe I'll go back to it. You can do that, right? I think if I recall... No, okay. Snowflake Slalom is all four. These are all... Ooh, wait, actually... Maybe I have better gear now? The Nova Heart. Don't have that yet. Resonant Sword 3. Do I want more magic, or do I want more... attack? These are... close... These are the same... These are equal amounts of stats, but it's different who does what does what. This is increased... So this will get even stronger. I'll probably use this one until then. Now that I have it cleaned. This was the good one. It is useless to me. Resonant pads have gotten up there. Though not as good as the spell pads that I have ungooed. Ungooed. And I might need new leggings. Resonant leggings. Reggings. For reggae. I'm going to replace Meteor Shower with Blade Tornado again. Have another of these we can put. Defense. Defense good. Right. I feel like that increased my rating. Increased my defense rating, which is probably what matters, mostly. That's the castle ruins. The bridge is out. And some strawberries. More trash. Every day it's trash. Gotcha. Pretty good. This was a place we could only get with Whirlwind magic. There's quite a few places like that. Ooh, I'm definitely starting to chug. So it seems like it's a longevity thing. The way you can sort of travel with your attacks, that makes me think of Kingdom Hearts a little bit. That was efficient. So, anything alternate up here is where we're looking. I feel like the strawberries aren't going to be up in 3 though. There's that place. I get up there. Yeah, I haven't been up there. Oh, someone's trying to get in. Oh, there they are. Found wild strawberries. Ooh. That's where I left. I feel like my running is as fast of that once I let it build up. Let's find a level 4 dungeon. Overgrown cave. Sure, I'll take it. That'll be probably where we wrap up. In fact, I might do the same thing. I might purposely find a waypoint station. Oh, Overgrown Cave is this one. You said a couple more days a couple days ago. Alright. So that's the ravine. This is where we went last time. This is the only way forward. That's the windmill. That's where I was scenic spot before. So we could go up here. But is there anything up there for me? Oh, okay, you're pressing too many things. Hinterberg. That would probably be the Mushroom Isles. That's the next place I can go to. So... ugh. No, I guess we want to look for a scenic spot. This one. Being just in the middle of some trees? That sounds good. That sounds like where I should go. Alright. Take me away. Finding a lot of magical elements. I could probably start... increasing stuff more. Wow. Yeah, that's way more efficient than the meteors. Well, you certainly didn't get stunned by that shockwave. The southern forest, that's where I started going, and then I was just like, I want to see the windmill. Birds. Do fast travel. I haven't been considering that I could just do fast travel. Alright, let's grab this trash here. They look friendly. That was all money, so I guess not. People just like throw money on the ground, is that what this is? Okay, that was almost no trash. That's pretty cool. The perfect slot for a week for the afternoon. Relaxation up. My relaxation's getting really up. My amusement's not very up. Wonder what being in a forest like this was like 1,000 years ago. Broken trees, caves, dense shrubbery, hiding places for witches and goblins. No matter how rational you were, part of you would probably believe in myths. You feel like there's eyes in your back. And then we lost that for a long time. The forest was just a place where you'd take your family to relax, maybe pick some berries and mushrooms. Now we find out magic does exist. And here I am, having my guard up. What if there's Pitzels around? I like that though. This isn't a recreational area anymore. Coming here means venturing into the unknown. It has meaning. It's an adventure. Anything could happen. Why would anyone spend their life behind an office desk when there's a place like this to explore? Real. While I wrap up. Icky baby. Alright. Since we didn't actually do a dungeon, I'll give the straw babies. I'll talk to Hannah. I was trying to take all the credit for, you know what? Doesn't matter. Got any more elements? Got elements. This is the least useful. That's just single physical attack boost. Kinda useless, actually. Goes to the main square. Yeah, let me check if I can find Gertrude's thing real quick. There it is. Found her brooch. At least I have this quest out of the way, even if it doesn't take time. I might need to take time for it. We found it! Oh! My Heinrich. If my Heinrich could see this, he always used to say that one can expect nothing from young strangers, you know? Let me take you to the inn, Fraulein. My treat. Don't worry about it. I'll just be on my way. Oh, absolute nonsense. No one can call me ungrateful. No one can call me ungrateful, and you certainly look like the hearty meal would do you good. Shall we go right away, then? An evening at the inn will increase my familiarity and health. Maybe later. I have an offering of food eventually. Thanks. Okay, they were hiding. I have to give Straw Baby to Dog. That's the important part. And also learn sword enchantments. Dog is back on the roadside, watching cars passing by. I should give him the wild strawberries I found in the forest. Bailey? Hey buddy, you're shy, huh? That's okay, I'm a little shy myself. You want some of these, though? Iggy, what are you doing? You like these, huh? Hurry, pal. I got no real plans for tonight. I might hang up with the dog. Befriending him would add to my relaxation. Maybe later. Don't play cool, Julian. It doesn't work. Stop sending your employees to my shop. I'm not training them. And I didn't send the guy, okay? Business is fine. I'm not looking to expand into new markets. Like I haven't heard that one before. Just go. Is that a person I can meet? I think it's a person I can meet. Can you believe the nerve? They opened their big fat superstore next to the smithy. They forced me out of crafting my gear. I was pouring my soul into every blade. So instead, I'm improving their shovelware now. And they have the gall to try and steal my trade secrets. Wow, that's unfair. What are you going to do? You know the saying that living well is the best revenge? Well, it's all I can do, really. That's fine. My customers know I can do things that nobody else can. Sense of sadness in her voice. Free tonight, Lisa. Come, have a look at that sword of yours. I'll brew us some herbal tea. Yeah. I need sword upgrades. That's the priority. Then we can get our food reward or spend a time with dog or learn how to pick locks. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to do. Remember our talk about physical, magical, and human domains, yes? If you want to forge a weapon for true slayers, you need an understanding of how they connect. Corporations that manufacture your gear, they all have the same notion. Humans wield swords, swords hit kobolds. Realistic and pitifully simple. Simplistic. My sword was produced far away from magic. My sword was made in Shenzhen. That's very far from my next dungeon. Precisely. What these store-bought weapons lack is the magic element. This here's a basic sword enchantment. The fragments of the horns of Abangoes, wicked creatures. We used it to connect the magical realm to the sword and the slayer. This particular enchantment will slightly raise your sword's damage. Many of the swords you'll find have extra slots, attachment parts, points that the manufacturer wants to use for future upgrades. I'll go through your equipment and pick a sword with a slot. I'll add an enchantment. Don't worry, the operation is reversible. Okay. Well, I'm using this one right now. Did that go up? No, okay. Well, let's do this then. Ooh, that's gonna make this so useful. I can increase crit as well? Oh, that's good. HP on Slay is also really good. I can do both. I can do both. That's all. It's done. Yeah? Okay. Yes, it turned out quite beautifully. There's something special about taking a mass-produced item and adding it to your own touch, isn't there? It's really weird that there's just, like, no, like, confirmation animation, I guess. You just back out. Come to me if you find other enchantments, or if you want to enchant a different weapon. My service is free. Keep a small stock of select enchantments in my store if you want to support independent... If you want to support independent smithery. Yay! Perks, perks, perks. See you next time, my friend. Buddy. Doo doo. Doo 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 doo. So, that actually increased my stuff? Really? Wow, my familiarity and relaxment are very high. I need to, next time, definitely do renown and amusement. I'm beat. I should go to bed. Yeah, let me check something first. I guess it was, if I had done it automatically, it would have done that. Because it probably would have added the HP, and the attack and HP, MP ones. I think the ones I chose are better overall. Okay, well, I'm gonna save there. Save that game. Make sure it's saved. Wait, wait, get out.